The Washington Wizards selecting the kid from the Taco Bell commercial, Johnny Davis, out of Wisconsin, the 6'5", 196-pound sophomore, Big Ten Player of the Year, averaged nearly 19 points per game in his sophomore season, a near 13-point jump from his freshman season. And now he heads to play for the Wizards, which we're not really sure who the Wizards are. Is Bradley Beal going to be there? Is he going to go somewhere? But right now, they've got Johnny Davis heading to the nation's capital at the 10th overall selection in the NBA draft. And Johnny Davis was one of the guys that we kind of talked about that might go a little higher than expected. Where does this fit for you, Adam, when you look at Johnny Davis, and especially his production, but he's a top 10 pick?
Yeah, I like the pick, again, because I think what you got with Johnny Davis is a winning mentality. I mean, when you look at what he did last year at Wisconsin, he put that team on his back. He plays both ends of the floor. He measured out bigger than expected at the NBA Combine, so he's got enough size to play on or off the basketball. We know we can create some offense, albeit in a very mid-range heavy, sometimes inefficient way. So, again, how well is he going to shoot the three ball? Efficiency-wise, it was not good last year at Wisconsin, but I think a large part of that was because of the role he had to play and because of the fact that I think he was doing his best to play through injury at the end of the season. If you go back to his freshman year, he shot much better, and I think that is a better indication of his ability to at least make spot-up shots. But you've got a competitive two-way player who's just going to come in and fight for every inch he can.
I go A- on this one. He's just, I had him a little lower than top 10 in this draft, but not much. I think 11. He had an incredible sophomore season at Wisconsin. Some context. Every year at CBSSports.com, just before the season starts, we do a list of the top 101 college basketball players in the country. It's a projection of who are going to be the most meaningful players, over this next season. And not only was Johnny Davis not on it, his name never came up. And it was totally reasonable for his name not to come up. He was a bit player his freshman season at Wisconsin, but boy, did he break through in that sophomore year. One of the very best players in the country, and it sort of fell off a little bit toward the end of the season. But like Adam said, I don't think that's anything other than he was banged up and trying to play through it. He is a really nice prospect, and if you're Bradley Beal, like this is the type of guy I think you can see yourself winning with.
Yeah, when your scoring average significantly increases from 7 points to 19 points a game from year one to year two. That shows you're putting in the work in the offseason. I love his explosiveness and his attack mode. This kid really attacks on the offensive end. He puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense. I love his changer in gears. But when you can get downhill with his size, unlike we've talked about some of the other guys like Chet Holmgren, whose body may not be transferable in terms of his physical, but this kid has a body. He's ready to go. Maybe not quite like Paolo Banchero, but he can play, he can shoot the basketball, and we often talk about how the mid-range game, guys, is obsolete because of all the analytics. The mid-range game, ask Steph Curry. He still likes the mid-range game. I know Chris Paul got upset by the Dallas Mavericks in the second round. The mid-range game is good. This kid can knock down the mid-range shot. I think he'll become a much better three-point shooter.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis. No yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.